Honey peach hues paint the corner window where I sit alone with black Earl Grey. You look up from your dog-eared paperback, point outside and softly start to say that the sky looks like a spilled infusion, steeping slow until the blue turns gray. And nod along and stir my cooling cup. The cafe speaker hums a gentle tune. Two tired souls who came to rest a while beneath the crimson shadow of the moon. We talk about the jobs that wear us down and how the daylight leaves without a trace. For 20 minutes in this glowing room, we share a quiet temporary space. No names exchanged, just sunsets on the hall as evening catches up with both of us all. You tell me that you moved here last July, searching for a place that felt like home. I tell you how I come here every week to figure out why growing up feels lone. The sunset turns from tangerine to slate. You pass the sugar jar across the wood. We laugh at how the simple things remain when everything we plan goes misunderstood. The cafe speaker hums a gentle tune, a mellow brass melody filling up the room. We talk about the jobs that wear us down and how the daylight leaves without a trace. For 20 minutes in this glowing room, we share a quiet temporary space. No names exchanged, just sunsets on the wall as evening catches up with both of us all. Now the neon sun flickers into life. You pack your tote bag and you check your phone. A brief connection in the fading rays means neither one of us is quite alone. You offer up a gentle half smile, wave, and step into the chilly twilight air. The tea is cold, the orange light is gone. I watch you cross the crosswalk through the window pane. A stranger who made 6 o'clock feel soft before the city starts to move again. Just sunset memories in a quiet cafe. This grass brass key rests beside my cold glass. I watch the condensation drip onto the wood, tracing a path down the edge where the light breaks pink. It has been 3 years since I moved into that apartment, and I still hold on to the doorway that was never mine. The window frame outside turns soft magenta now. People pass the window with somewhere left to go. I stir the melted ice, letting the rhythm slow. Nobody asks what I am thinking in this booth. I am just a stranger sitting quiet with the truth. As the sunset bleeds into the lower street, I forgive the promises we couldn't keep. The cafe hums, the daylight fades away, and I give myself permission not to stay trapped inside the memory of your face. There is warm orange light across this peaceful space. I slide the key across the lacquered grain. It catches the final gleam of tangerine and red. My coffee spent its warmth an hour ago. my fingers do not mind the chill instead. I used to think every ending needed words. Now I let the low music speak for what occurred. People pass the window with somewhere left to go. I stir the melted ice, letting the rhythm slow. Nobody ask what I am thinking in this booth. I am just a stranger sitting quiet with the truth. As the sunset bleeds into the lower street, I forgive the promises we couldn't keep. The cafe hums, the daylight fades away, and I give myself permission not to stay trapped inside the memory of your face. There is warm orange light across this peaceful space. The espresso machine steams in the corner. Death, I breathe in roasted beans and autumn breath. It takes a long time to realize you survived the moment when you thought you wouldn't arrive. The shadows grow long, but they do not hurt at all. I watch the pink horizon slowly fall. I pocket the key, I leave a small tip on the tray. The sky turns deep violet. I step out into the evening, okay. A delivery horn taps twice outside, rattling the glass of a window pane. You used to turn around at every sound, thinking it was someone calling your name. The orange light is spilling on your sleeve, the same old sweater that you always wore. We sit across this narrow maple desk, watching the evening settle on the floor. You tell me how your promotion feels, and how the city never lets you sleep. I listen close while the shadows stretch, holding the promises we couldn't keep. Look at the sky turning violet now. You don't have to hurry anywhere tonight. Let the cold coffee rest between your hands. We can stay right here in the fading light. You were always running toward tomorrow, trying to catch what was out of reach. Just breathe for a second in the quiet. Listen to the slow lessons sunset can teach. The barista turns the doorway sign around while traffic hums its long evening song. You laugh about the apartment that you rented and how we thought 25 was so far along. Your phone lights up on the wooden surface, face down for once, leaving the world behind. I see the young kid in your tired eyes, the one who thought life was hard to find. Tell me how your promotion feels, and how the city never lets you sleep. I listen close while the shadows stretch, holding the promises we couldn't keep. Look at the sky turning violet now. You don't have to hurry anywhere tonight. Let the cold coffee rest between your hands. We can stay right here in the fading light. You were always running toward tomorrow, trying to catch what was out of reach. Just breathe for a second in the quiet. Listen to the slow lessons sunset can teach. We lost a few years in the busy rush, sending short texts when the holidays came. But sitting in this warm, low glow, nothing about us has really changed. You are still my friend from the gravel yard, before we learned how to count the hours. The street lamp flickers on across the lane. Take your time, my old friend. The sunset is fading into indigo. We have nowhere to go, just stay right here. Burnt cinnamon floats through open windows as evening settles on the wooden floor. She turns another page inside her journal and listens to the closing of the door. The barista wipes the marble counter clean while amber light drips down the brick outside. She keeps her coat pulled tight around her shoulders, with nowhere left to hurry or to hide. The city slows its racing pulse to match her breath. The shadows stretch across her porcelain cup. She used to wait for footsteps on the stairwell. Now she just watches orange sky drink it up. He is not coming back to fill that empty seat. The twilight turns the alleyways to rose. She finds a quiet comfort in the cooling heat, and lets the heavy velvet curtain her quiet heart has found. A stranger orders espresso at the counter. His silver watch reflects the dying light. She remembers how another voice would whisper about the stars that wait behind the night. Her pencil traces margins on the paper, not writing names, just drawing little lines. The sunset paints her fingers softly yellow between the quiet bakery sign to sign. City slows its racing pulse to match her breath. The shadows stretch across her porcelain cup. She used to wait for footsteps on the stairwell. Now she just watches orange sky drink it up. He is not coming back to fill that empty seat. The twilight turns the alleyways to rose. She finds a quiet comfort in the cooling heat, and lets the heavy velvet curtains close. The copper sky recedes without a sound, and peace is what her quiet heart has found. There was a time when dust felt like sorrow, a bitter promise that the day was gone. Now every streak of plum across the ceiling is just a prelude to another dawn. She sips the lukewarm brew and nods her head at ease, with all the words left unsaid. The street lamp flickers on beyond the glass. She packs her journal in her canvas tote, leaving the second chair untouched and still. A final line she didn't need to write, as twilight fades into the gentle night. Silence fractures as a quiet realization drops into the room. The camera pulls back slowly from the rim of a porcelain cup. Long amber shadows sweep across dark mahogany floors. Outside, streetlights flicker on in a warm golden bloom. Dust motes flow in the low-angled beam. The window frame cuts the horizon in half. Depth of field softens the edge of the glass. A quiet rewind plays behind my eyes. The color gray shifts from orange to deep violet, and I watch the evening unspool like film. This is the scene where the light gives up the day. Wide angle view of a table set for one. The sunset paints your absence in shades of frozen gray, as the city fades out before the real is done. Every frame holds a memory I used to keep inside, caught on camera at the end of dusk. The lens shifts focus to a single drop of condensation, reflecting neon signs just beginning to glow outside. A couple at the counter shares a soft conversation, blurred in the background while the narrative turns quiet. I trace the edge of the tabletop worn thin, listen to the hum of the espresso machine fade away. Depth of field softens the edge of the glass. A quiet rewind plays behind my eyes. The color grade shifts from orange to deep violet, and I watch the evening unspool like film. This is the scene where the light gives up the day. Wide angle view of a table set for one. The sunset paints your absence in shades of frozen gray, as the city fades out before the real is done. Every frame holds a memory I used to keep inside, caught on camera at the to the street lamp casting long diagonal lines. corner table in the twilight, and scene fade to black. How many thoughts can fit inside a single breath? The espresso machine hissed 3 minutes ago, or maybe 10. Steam on the window looks like a map of somewhere I forgot. Your sweater was blue, or was it green? Under the halogen, a spoon hits porcelain, sharp and quick, and my mind wanders to that summer by the tracks. The sky turns that bruised purple tone again. Ice cubes clink against the side of my cup. I wonder if people notice when a moment ends, or if it just dissolves while we are looking up. Orange light stains the wooden floorboards near my shoes. I'm thinking about the train schedules from 2 years back. The way you laughed at that diner coffee, the way everything felt urgent and soft all at once. Now the evening just drifts down like dust motes, and I do not know what I am waiting to find. Do we actually say goodbye or just walk away? The barista at the counter is wiping down the group head. Her apron is dark with flower stains on the hip. I trace a wet ring on the lemonade table. A car horn off in the distance. Was that an E-flat? You used to notice those things. I just remember the cold air hitting my throat. The sky turns that bruised purple tone again. Shadows stretch across the small circular table. I wonder if memory's just a trick of perspective, making the past seem brighter than it ever was. Orange light stains the wooden floorboards near my shoes. I'm thinking about the train schedules from 2 years back. The way you laughed at that diner coffee, the way everything felt urgent and soft all at once. Now the evening just drifts down like dust motes, and I do not know what I am waiting to find. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, time loses its edge in this chair. Someone leaves through the glass door, a quick chill sneaks in. I have nowhere to be, but my chest feels crowded. Thoughts loop like a needle caught on felt wide or certain. Sunsets feel like an apology. No one is saying sorry. It is just the sky running out of fuel. The street lamps flicker on outside the glass. My drink is cold now, just a dark circle reflecting the ceiling fan. How many thoughts can fit? I lose count again. Daylight gone. Every dark walnut keeps me grounded. The solid chair absorbs my afternoon. Across the small round tabletop I see you, a phantom sitting in the amber bloom. You held your breath for months back then, afraid that any slip would break the world, clutching every promise like a weapon, with tense young fingers tightly curled. The glass gets warm beneath the sloping rays, and I wish my modern voice could cross the space to tell you that the fires you were fighting were only shadows on a shifting face. You made it through the hard parts, little friend. The panic didn't swallow up the night. Sitting in the seat at 29, I watched the ceiling take the low orange light. espresso machine hums its gentle hiss. Ice melts down inside my half-filled glass. I remember how you stay awake till 4, waiting for the scary thoughts to pass. You thought failure was a permanent stain. You thought nobody saw how hard you tried. If you could see me sitting here right now, you'd know we survived the rising tide. The street outside grows calm as day gives in. The window frame reflects a softer line. I wish I could reach backward through the glass and tell you every tear was worth the time. You made it through the hard parts, little friend. The panic didn't swallow up the night. Sitting in the seat at 29, I watched the ceiling take the low orange light. Stop carrying the storm inside your chest. Put down the heavy things you couldn't save. You were always enough just as you were, so terribly exhausted and so brave. It's okay that we let some dreams go cold. Better ones were waiting in the shade. The quiet life we built out of the dust is sweeter than the noise we almost made. So rest your hands, unclench your jaw. Tonight, I'm holding down the future that you prayed. The sun sinks under the distant roofs. The chair feels warm and steady underneath. I send this note across the fading glow. You can finally breathe. Just breathe. Liquid marigold spills across the window glass, turning my cooling latte into spun glass cold. You ask if the seat beside me is free to take, setting down a heavy coat against the evening cold. I nod without a word, watching the shadows stretch, and you point outside to the burning rooftop sky. You say the sky looks like a canvas left behind by an artist who ran out of quiet blue. I smile into my mug, surprised by your soft voice, finding a strange comfort in talking to you. We are just two travelers, pausing in the dusk, exchanging small truths while the city slows down. Under the warm glow of the neon cafe sign, watching the last rays wash over the town. No names required, no promises to keep, just a shared minute while the sun falls asleep. Burnt orange melts slowly into soft lavender now, reflecting off the steam from your chamomile tea. You tell me about a train you missed 3 years ago, and how losing that track set your spirit free. I tell you about a dream I put on a high shelf. It feels easier to confess to a friendly ghost. We are just two travelers, pausing in the dusk, exchanging small truths while the city slows down. Under the warm glow of the neon cafe sign, watching the last rays wash over the town. No names required, no promises to keep, just a shared minute while the sun falls asleep. The barista flips the wooden signs are closed. Street lamps flicker on along the narrow street. We gather up our things without a single fades out into deep indigo black. You offer a quiet nod and walk out the door. A warm sunset memory I never knew I needed, etched forever on this cafe floor. Yeah, yesterday you called this hour patient. Now I watch the steam curl up and fade. A silver espresso spoon rests slightly crooked. A pot of fern cast long green stripes across the tile. The barista wipes a spot upon the mirror. A coat button clinks against a porcelain plate. The window glass holds 3 tiny water spots. The dog barks softly down the cobblestone. Everything moves at a gentler tempo now. The orange glow catches the tip of my pen. These are the small things I am collecting as the red light settles on the quiet street. A half-filled notebook, a condensation ring, the faint smell of roasted beans and street lamp heat. I sit in the corner while the daylight leaves, tucking every tiny detail in my sleeves. A teenager flips a page of a paperback novel. The ice cube in my glass splits with a quiet snap. A couple trades a whisper by the front door. A red wool scarf hangs loose from a wooden chair back. The shadow of a mug stretches 3 inches longer. A warm breeze rustles the paper napkins on the counter. The golden tint turns into deep magenta. A street vendor pulls his canvas awning down. The noise of the evening traffic turns to hum. The whole world slows inside this little room. These are the small things I am collecting as the red light settles on the quiet street. A half-filled notebook, a condensation ring, the faint smell of roasted beans and street lamp heat. I sit in the corner while the daylight leaves, tucking every tiny detail in my sleeves. You said yesterday we forget the middle moments, the space between the start and where we end. So I count the chipped paint on the window frame and the golden dust floating above the register, saving every piece of this afternoon to send. A clock chimes 7 softly from the wall. A single car headlight turns the corner blue. The list is finished as the darkness falls. Just small observations saved for you. Ribbit corduroy rubs against my thumb, where the armchair cushion meets the seam. This rough woven fabric holds a warmth that instantly pulls me into a dream. The low orange light paints the window pane, catching the dust in the golden haze. And suddenly I am not here at all. I am back in our old apartment hallway. A spoon clings softly against porcelain. The espresso machine hums its steady tune, while my fingers trace the worn-out threads, rewinding the clock to a forgotten June. Flashback to the park bench under sudden rain, when you pulled that heavy sweater over my head. We were laughing loudly at the downpour, believing every promise that we ever said. Now the evening sky turns to violet dust in this corner booth where the light goes dim. I am left holding the texture of keys in your chilly hands, reaching across the wooden tabletop. You used to twist the corner of your shirt whenever you wanted time to stop. I remember the smell of laundry soap mixed with wet pavement and cheap coffee beans. It is funny how a single frayed edge can reopen every unread scene. A spoon clings softly against porcelain. The street lights flicker outside one by one, while my fingers trace the worn out threads, watching the final yellow sliver of sun flash back to the park bench under sudden rain. When you pulled that heavy sweater over my head, we were laughing loudly at the downpour, believing every promise that we ever said. Now the evening sky turns to violet dust in this corner booth where the light goes dim. I am left holding the texture of us as the memory floods right over the brim. Years roll past like quiet traffic. We grew up and learned to let it go, but fabric remembers the shape of a touch longer than any heart ought to know. I close my eyes and I am back right there, standing in the glow of 19 years. Ripped corduroy under my quiet thumb. The sun is gone behind the hills. The tea grows cold on the table, and the flashback finally stands still. 7 p.m. flips quietly on the LED wall, casting a crimson square across your sleeve. We talk about the lives we haven't built yet, all the distant cities we pretend we'll never leave. I close my eyes and fast forward 20 seasons, watching an older version of you push open the door. Will your hair be shorter then? Will you still drink black coffee when the evening ends? I am practicing the exact way I would smile to say hello in a decade that we do not know. I imagine us sitting by the same window pane when our 20-something worries are just dust in the rain. We will point at the sunset cutting through the glass and laugh about how terrified we were to let time pass. I can see it clearly glowing in the dusk ahead, you and me remembering every word we left unsaid. The milk pitcher steams beside an open notebook where I sketched a map of years we haven't seen. You'll have a house with windows facing westwards. I will have a quiet apartment somewhere in between. We will meet up on a Tuesday just to compare the scars underneath these identical low-hanging stars. Will your voice sound just the same? Will you still remember my full name? I am building a memory before it ever happens, while the orange autumn sky begins to flatten. I imagine us sitting by the same window pane when our 20-something worries are just dust in the rain. We will point at the sunset cutting through the glass and laugh about how terrified we were to let time pass. I can see it clearly glowing in the dusk ahead, you and me remembering every word we left unsaid. Maybe we won't stay in touch every single month. Maybe life will pull us past the edges of the map. But when the same amber light hits the tabletop, you will find yourself reaching for a paper cup, remembering how the shadows caught us in a trap. 7 p.m. flickers once, then turns to 7-1. The future has hasn't happened, but the sketch is done. Meet me in 10 years, right here at table 4. I will be waiting.